Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Mercury. So today I'm in New York and we are making our way to Times Square. I'm here with Roy. Hi Roy.
Hello.
Because it's Roy's birthday. It's his birthday. Well, it was his birthday this week. It's not currently his birthday. So for his birthday, I got tickets for Spamalot, which is based on kind of a combination of Monty Python movies and turned into a play. So we're gonna go see that. Obviously, I'm not gonna film the play, but we'll tell you what we think of it. So off to Spamalot. We are making our way to the St. James Theater. So approaching Times Square, going up 44th. Gotta find it. Gotta find the theater. Pigeon. 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 Trying to ask the pigeon for directions. He didn't know where to go.
No.
And we did it. We found the St. James Theater. You can see the little billboard has the ad. And we're gonna go get in line. Oh, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun. I'm excited.
So I am back home because it is easier to talk about what I thought of Spamalot from home. New York City can be very loud, very crowded, especially around Times Square. And this theater was on 44th Street, which is like right in the thick of things. So I just figured we'll come home. I could talk and not worry about traffic or sirens or anything like that interrupting. So I had so much fun at Spamalot. If you are a Monty Python fan, this is just pure Monty Python hilarity. It's very much the story of Monty Python's Holy Grail, with the addition of some other elements from other Monty Python stories. For example, the song Always Look on the Bright Side of Life, which comes from the life of Brian, is also in this play. It is a musical, so it is full of song and dance. So essentially, if you're not familiar with Monty Python's Holy Grail, it is a comedic telling of King Arthur going on a quest to amass his knights of the Round Table to go on an adventure with him. And instead of riding horses, they are followed by a guy with coconut shells that bangs the coconut shells together. Shtick, for lack of a better word. It's angst and, just a good old comedy. And, so Arthur is going from like castle to castle, seeking out, those worthy to be knights of his Round Table. And as he finds them, they join him on his quest, and they have other encounters and other hilarious interactions, and a jolly good time. I mean, I guess that's the best way to put it. It's very lighthearted. It's very tongue-in-cheek. It's very, I want to say like classic 1980s British comedy. Because that's what Monty Python is. That's just the genre of what it is. And they've done it so well for so long. It was funny then, it's funny now. They've made a few little tweaks and tightened up the jokes a little bit, or they made it a little more modern and threw in a little, jokes that were a little more timely, and brought it forward a little bit. But yeah, it was great. The set design was a lot of fun. So it was like they had like the castle, but like above the castle they used a screen. So that way it was very dynamic, right? So it was like you had sense of depth, you had sense of motion, even though like they weren't going far, they were on stage. And it really felt like going on a comedic adventure with them. And it was grand old Broadway. Dancing numbers were phenomenal, outstanding. The performances, outstanding. The vocals of all of these singers, outstanding. Everyone did such an amazing job at really embodying the characters that they were performing as. And they really brought those characters to life. with all of their flaws in the most comedic way possible. And it's also interesting because oftentimes you don't think of comedy and Broadway together, right? Like a lot of times, like you think of a lot of times you think of Broadway and you think it's very serious, very, you know, proper, and then you bring on Monty Python and it's just like out the window. So it's very interesting to sort of test the boundaries of Broadway and say, no, this can work on Broadway too. And that's really cool. Like, that is really, really awesome. And in a lot of ways, it makes Broadway very accessible to a broader range of people, right? So it's like the people that might go and see, I know Les Mis isn't playing anymore, but like, I'm just thinking of like a very serious and like heavy type of a play, even though also a musical, very somber, right? I love Les Mis. I also loved Spamalot. But there are people out there who might not like Les Mis, but might find Spamalot right up their alley because it is very lighthearted. And a lot of times when people go to theater, it's for totally different reasons. For me, sometimes it's escape. And I want to be transported into the story. And sometimes it's I want it to evoke emotion in me. And that would be in the case of like Les Mis. I want to feel that range of emotion that it can pull out. And sometimes I just want to laugh. Spamalot will fit that bill. Absolutely will fit that bill. I don't remember the last time I laughed so hard, let alone laugh so hard at a Broadway play. It was great. It was absolutely great. My mom asked me which one I like better, Back to the Future, the musical, or Spamalot. I don't know. They're both amazing, but in very different ways. Very, very different ways. I think the music in Spamalot I enjoyed more. I think the set design in Back to the Future I enjoyed more. I think in terms of cast and production, they were both outstanding. So it was a very tough question that was posed to me, and I didn't know how to answer it. So I think that's sort of true along the lines for any Broadway show, right? There's elements that stand out more than others, and there's others that, you know, other shows you might think do better than that show. But it makes it sort of hard to rank them in terms of like favorites. I don't know what my favorite Broadway show is. I could tell you what I've seen the most, Phantom of the Opera. But does that make it my favorite? I don't know. And that's interesting. And it's something that feels comfortable and I could keep going back to. But is it my favorite? I don't know. You know, it's like trying to pick a favorite kid. Like, how do you do it, right? Like, you don't. And maybe you don't have to. Maybe I don't have to. But Spamalot was definitely enjoyable. It was absolutely enjoyable. And if you're not sure if you would like it, you can always watch a Monty Python movie, and if you laugh, you'll probably like Spamalot. If you don't laugh, if you don't like it, it's probably not the one for you. So that's the nice thing about having a show that's sort of based on pre-existing content, is you could sort of sample it ahead of time and sort of get an idea of what it would be about. And, you know, a lot of plays have had movie adaptations at this point, whether it's them filming the play itself or them making a movie version of it. You know, like off the top of my head, Cabaret, Sweeney Todd, Phantom of the Opera, Les Mis, Hamilton. I don't think Wicked has been filmed yet. I think there's something in the works, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't think Wicked is on that list yet. Spamalot, that would be on the list. The Lion King, Aladdin, any of the Disney plays have had media that they're based on. So there's a lot of ways to sort of like sample what it would be about if you like the story or the gist of what that would be about. You will probably like the play, right? No guarantees, but it's a good way to sort of like dip your toe in the water, so to say. So that's my thoughts on it. I don't know what I'm gonna see next. I know I'm talking to my mom. We're trying to figure out a time to go and see something because our winter plans to see the Rockettes got canceled. So we're trying to figure something out. Nothing concrete yet, but there'll be more. So yeah, I guess with that for now, I'm done. I'll see you all real soon. And until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.